because we are just days away from Point to Pinnacle. But as everybody knows, we're not the only ones doing it.
No.
There are Aussies all around the country who are heading to Tasmania, and there are Tassie locals who are also donning their boots and hiking, running up this ridiculous mountain that is Mount Wellington. One of them joins us now. Sarah McNees, g'day.
Hi, guys.
Now, Sarah, you have done this mountain before, and after doing it, you said, I will never, ever do that again. And yet here we are. What is wrong with you?
I know. I'm nervous and scared and totally in denial. I did say I would never, ever, ever do it again. So it's taken me 18 years to give it another go.
Sarah, we're obviously naive because we haven't done it before. How bad is it?
Well, I've had 2 children, and I would definitely put it up there with the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life.
Oh, God. Crutch-based? Am I going to have crutch-based pain?
Yep.
Well, I should say that Tommy and I once argued about, well, my partner did as well, about what was easier, childbirth or running a marathon. And it was hard when you don't have the comparison. You've done this, the world's toughest half marathon, and given birth. Call it. What's harder?
I'd have to say the Point to Pinnacle. Because you just don't have that, that pain relief or morphine button or all those backup things that you really want when that last 5 kilometres. I just feel like it just goes forever and ever and ever.
Oh, I'm so nervous now.
I was hoping to get one of those spinal injections to relieve all the pain halfway up.
I don't think they do that.
We should point out, Sarah, that you're not a professional runner. You're not a personal trainer. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm definitely none of those things whatsoever. I'm just a mum who really wants to raise awareness for brain cancer. And so doing the Point to Pinnacle, I just feel like it's very symbolic of the physical and mental challenges that my son faces every day. So
Your son George, yes?
Yeah, my son George, who's 4. And he's been fighting brain cancer now for over 3 years.
Wow.
So I just feel it's very, very. I feel like he walks a marathon every day just to be here still with us. And if I can make it to the top of the mountain, and just I would do it every day if we could find a cure.
Forget childbirth, forget up this mountain. Sarah, what you would have been through the last 3 years is tougher than any of these things we're talking about. How has it been for you, for George, for your family?
Life-changing. It's more than... It's something that you have no idea what it's going to be like until you're actually living in the world of treatment. We've had to relocate on more than one occasions to the Children's in Melbourne. So we've had to leave our family and our friends and our support network and jobs just to make sure he's getting the best possible treatment that's on offer at the moment, currently in the world. So it's definitely been the biggest challenge of my life and my husband's.
I bet. Can you describe George to us? What sort of
boy
boy is
goodness.
he?
He is just a typical boy that does not stop. He if he doesn't have a bat and a ball in his hand, he's not a happy chappy. So we don't go to the supermarket without a ball. We don't go shopping without a cricket bat in his hand. He's either kicking a football. Yes, he does not stop.
And how has the therapy that he's had to go through? He's had this obviously since he was 11 months old.
Yeah,
how
so
does that change him and his personality and what he can do?
I think that's the hardest thing. He's never known any difference that what it's like to have anything but cancer. So in some small way, I guess it's a blessing. It really knocks him around when he's on active treatment. So all those things he loves to do definitely gets taken down a notch due to the vomiting and the diarrhea and the tiredness. So it's definitely very challenging as a parent to watch your child's personality completely change, which I find when he's on treatment definitely gets affected. At the moment we're having a little break for a few weeks, so he's a live wire again. But I definitely know that's just masking what's to come. So, again.
What is to come for you guys? I understand that he's going to be part of a trial therapy. Is that right, in Melbourne?
Yeah, he is. So we're very, very lucky that we've been offered a spot on a new trial that's opening up in Melbourne. I guess we're lucky because a lot of families in our situation have to relocate overseas, so at least we're only relocating to Melbourne. There's only 20 spots available worldwide for this specific trial, and I guess without funds and research, this trial wouldn't even be going ahead. We don't really know what's ahead of us. The two chemotherapy drugs haven't been used together before. We're ultimately hoping that this gives us our son more time, with us.
Which is one of the main purposes of my foundation, Sarah, is to help develop treatments like this, because as you said, there is no cure currently, but new effective treatments are coming on board all the time, and that then allows more time with our loved ones, and in that time hopefully we can then find a cure. And that's why I'm so honoured that you're running for our foundation, but why money for medical research is so incredibly important for cancers, particularly where there isn't a cure yet.
Yeah, and I can't stress that enough. It just gives us hope. It gives families like us hope with a better future for not just ourselves, but I hope for one day that another family in our situation isn't delivered the same prognosis that we have been delivered, and that's only time with our son, not a lifetime, and that's really unfair. Yeah.
Sarah, obviously it's not just wee George, it's the whole family that's affected. When I hear you saying things like you relocate and it changes your whole life, obviously that's a huge part of your life, and a huge part of your life that you're then not working. How, and I don't mean this to sound naive, but how do you survive?
Just the generosity of other people. There's been so many kind people out there that has financially helped us, so we still have a home to come back to in Hobart. My husband's work, he works for Cricket Tasmania, have been absolutely amazing to us. We have a huge family and a village of people that do a lot of fundraising for us. So, as I said, we do have a home to come back to when we do get to come back home. So we're forever grateful, and even just total strangers. It's amazing how many people I've met along the way who've reached out to us that don't know us, who have offered us help. And we've been to Melbourne a few times, and people have offered to, cook us a meal, and just the little things like, drop care packages off, because I've got a 6-year-old daughter as well. And, perfect strangers asking, we've got children, would you like a play date? Because, you take her away from her life as well.
Of course.
All the activities that she loves. And she's one of those children that just wants to do absolutely everything. She may not have the sporting ability of her brother, who's a couple of years younger, but she gives everything a crack. So, when we go away, everything like that gets taken away from her as well. So,
if you ever want to send her around to play with Evie, I've got a little firecracker there too. They can hang out together. Because I think that is
take you up on that oval.
No, you can, Sarah, because I think that's the thing. The impact on a broader family through something like this is extraordinary. And I was thinking, Darren, your partner, who's going to attempt to run it as well.
Yes,
for you two doing it
so
together.
Proud of him.
Yeah, it must be nice for you to have something to also do together, some time to spend together training and focusing on something, a purpose for you both.
Look, I wish I could say that I have been doing the training that he has. I'm just, the last 3 months, he's actually never done a fun run. So he's
a fun run. I love how it's called a fun run.
He's never done any before.
No, nothing at all.
That's amazing.
I know. He's put his heart and soul into this the last 3 months. So I'm just so proud of him to give it a crack. I really do think he's going to make it up and not stop. Me, on the other hand,
that's all right. You come walk up the back with me.
I actually did the brain cancer walk 2 weeks ago in Hobart, which was 2 kilometres. And I pulled up okay after the 2 kilometres.
This is 21. Just a few extra Ks there.
I just haven't really focused on the other 17 uphill that we're going to have to do.
Hey, Sarah, can you tell us about conditions down there? You're obviously on the ground at the moment. We're hearing
Yes, I am on the
cold.
ground. Okay. definitely. I'm actually wearing a T-shirt today, so I thought I could acclimatise myself.
Okay.
So
Sarah,
on Sunday we are expecting a little bit of snow on the top of the mountain, and
God. I've had enough of running in the snow.
70% chance of rain.
Sarah, you're extraordinary.
Yeah.
Your husband Darren, your little boy George, and Arabella. You've got such a gorgeous family, and we can't wait to see you on the mountain on Sunday. But more importantly, all the best with everything. I hope. I know
thank
the
you.
next few months are going to be very, very tough. So we're all thinking of you, and all the best
Great.
with it.
Yeah, and I look forward to getting that medal at the end with you guys on the top of the mountain.